Thank you, Mary. You've certainly given me ideas of new ways to grow in how I can um, let some of that creativity within myself be expressed through gifts. Um, and for myself, I've been journaling a long time, and some of my journals are just plain spiral notebooks. And I can see that your ideas give me permission to express my spirituality in a fresh new way. And that's what growth is about, trying things in a fresh new way. So that concludes our virtual retreat, Refresh and Grow. But I'd like to spend the next few minutes encouraging you to find a way to put it all together. We talked about inspiration through reading, inspiration through art, and looking at things. We talked about exploring inspiration through the use of guided meditation. And those are all very valuable tools that we can use for spiritual growth. And now we've looked at doing spiritual crafting as a way of expressing what is going on within us and how to share that with others. And I'd like you to spend a few seconds at least, and maybe in the days to come or immediately after you have finished this retreat, think about what you personally have learned or what you've been exposed to through this retreat. I was exploring a little different way of reflecting on this retreat, and I was drawn back to a very ancient writing tool called haiku. That's a Japanese form of simple poetry, dates back to, I believe, the 17th century. And I hadn't written any poetry in quite a while. And so I sat down and spent a little time thinking about these different parts of this retreat and how I could express those through a poem. Haiku poetry is very simple. It's 3 lines. The first line is words that add up to only 5 syllables. The second line is words that add up to 7 syllables. And the third line of the poem is words that total up to 5 syllables again. So it's 3 lines of poetry. Again, the first line is 5 syllables. The second line is 7 syllables. And the third line is 5 syllables. And I just want to give you a sample here. I actually wrote 2. So this is what this retreat has meant to me as a recipient. And so I will read these to you. Sunshine warms my heart. Steady rain breaks up the ground. My heart stands open. Growing is so hard. My path is so hard to see. Lord, I'll trust you more. So that expresses the insights that came to me during the course of this retreat. I had a couple of resources I'd like to share with you in case you want to go a little deeper, if you want to explore this theme a little further. There's lots of wonderful materials out there. This book is called The Garden of the Soul, Cultivating Your Spiritual Life. It is by Carrie Wyatt Kent. So let's take a look at that. I love the metaphor of nature and a garden to help me understand what's going on within myself. This book is by Joyce Rupp, another contemporary writer, and this was the first book of hers that I read. A friend had given it to me when I was going through a spiritual crisis. And this one is called May I Have This Dance? And it is set up so that you could use this as a retreat. There's lots of poetry, prayers, things to do, things to think about, questions. Let me show you that. May I have this dance? Hope that's not too much of a glare on there for you. By Joyce Rupp. Those are two books that I would recommend. I just want to thank you for joining me on this retreat experience. This was all new. I hope we managed to get it posted. I really didn't know how this would work out. I really want to hear from you. So please make a comment, message me, email me, text me, write me, call me. I'd love to hear from you. If you would like more events like this, please let me know. If you have suggestions for topics, please let me know. I wish you well. Stay healthy, stay safe, be compassionate, be strong. Life is good. God is good, and you are loved. God bless.